Hi, this is Dorothy Smith. I'm a close to my heart maker, and I am going to show you Project 2 for the Serenity Scrapbook Workshop. And this layout is really, I love the pine cone background paper that they used for both of these pages. And of course, the first thing I'm going to do is remove that plaid zip strip. So I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off of the top. And you can use those zip strips for whatever you want to use them for. So they're good to have around, and if you want to just dress up something, the zip strips are a pretty fast and easy way of doing it. So the first page, we've got up and down here. Isn't that cool? I love that. So I'm going to get the die cuts and the sticker sheet that goes with this. And the die cut has a great big envelope to it. So, and all these little tags and lots of leaves, all sorts of pretty blue leaves. This kind of highlights the Blue Belle, our new color, and you know, it's really a gorgeous color. So one thing you're going to see on this layout is taking some cardstock and embossing it and then inking it to make the the standing out design stand out even more. So I love this envelope. I like the distressed look to it. So you could take a piece of cardstock and run sandpaper over it to give this same kind of look. If you wanted to have, you know, if you're looking for that look, that would be a good way of going about it. Just get I have a little foam block that has sandpaper that you stick onto it, and really easy to handle, and you can just kind of go over it. So, but they've done it for you, so you don't have to do that work. So all of these corners are scored. And look at that really cute snowflake paper on the inside. So there you go. And you've got an envelope. And so what I'm going to do is just put some Tombow. You can use whatever kind of adhesive you want, but I'm going to put Tombow along the edges. There, must be thinking. So I'm going to put double Tombow to help it stick really good. And this envelope is going to hold a picture, and it's also going to hold a journaling, a little journaling card. So I got some little extra glue, which comes off with that eraser type thing. It's easier to use the eraser than your finger, but anyway, look at that. I love that. So I'm going to make the envelope just stick up a little bit. So I'm just using the thin foam tape. And you actually don't have to have it stick up because it's kind of dimensional all on its own. But I'm just trying to figure out where to place it. You can, you know, you don't have to be fussy like this. And then Enjoy is going to go across the envelope. Doesn't have to be even. I don't know if you can hear Ginger in the background moaning and groaning. So these are the pieces that I've cut already on the first video. And so I'm just going to go ahead and put my placeholder there, my photo placemat holder. And that is going on the Blue Belle cardstock. And we've got all these, so there's the cute little journaling card that's going to just tuck in there. They will eventually get adhered into place, But, you don't want to really put the Tombow or whatever on your journaling card until you can put your journaling on there, and then you want to stick it in place. So we've got all these wonderful die cuts that are, yeah, I am putting it on the back of the photo mat because you can kind of slide the picture into place on that. And I'm kind of keeping how to go about, doing my placement of the flowers and stuff. So it's just kind of in place a little bit. I have this, it doesn't look like it, I have this speeded up to 150%, which shows you how slow I'm moving. Oh my goodness. It took me, about 45, 48 minutes to do this, so I've speeded it up to, this video is about 30 minutes, 32 minutes or so. So these little tags are going up top there. And I'm putting them in place with the Tombow. And the printed one gets overlapped onto the the blue one. Oh, Ginger, she sounds so pitiful. They've been outside and they've been fed, so there's no reason for her to sound as pitiful as she does. Except that I'm not giving her attention. It's like having a perpetual 3-year-old with having dogs. So I'm just trying to figure out where to put all these fronds. And because they have certain ones going in certain places. And so I'm just kind of adjusting things. And the one thing that I know is going down there is that flower. And then the fronds can kind of get tucked here and there. And this is really a lovely workshop. I think these pages are really beautiful. So, and I love the fact that the blue is, well, this is my husband's favorite combination of colors. Blues, dark and light blues, and then of course there's the toffee that goes with it. That's his favorite combination of tans and blues. So the other flower is going to go on the other side. And I'm kind of divvying up, trying to figure out which ones go where. So, and I like how they have the flowers, I mean, the leaves are various shades. So, it adds interest to it rather than just being, a flat one color. I went and got the stickers. And they tell you to cut this wreath in half, this gold wreath. And so that's kind of nice. So you get to use a half a wreath someplace else. But it gets tucked under. So if I put too many things in place, then I can't get the wreath in place. So, because that goes on the bottom and it kind of peeks out. So it's easy to kind of overlook that. It doesn't stand out very. I don't know why my video keeps on stopping. It's very aggravating. Just spontaneously, all on its own. So I'm putting more leaves in place. And, it's not like they're numbered or anything, that this goes here, that goes there. So I'm just kind of trying to look at the ones on the, instructions and figure out which one they're talking about. Sometimes it's a little confusing, but in the end, it doesn't really matter that much. So it's coming along. It's, I think, very pretty. And then we've got a pretty little gold flower there. And there's these like X's. There's a little blue, tiny little blue flower. And there's some X's that go here and there, just for a little glitz, little shine. We'll figure that out later. Okay, so I'm putting the second flower down. And I believe it gets a gold frond from the sticker sheet. Oh, we're not going to use the X's on this one. We're going to use the little hearts. Little teensy little hearts. So cute. And another gold flower. And this, the rest of the title, Enjoy the Little Things. So there's a lot of interest on this page. There's a lot of different things to look at as you're going around. I mean, there's lots of little details that just make an interesting layout. So the little hearts would be easier to use a tweezer rather than my clumsy fingers. Look how cute. That's really cute. And I'm trying to figure out where else these fronds go. There's still some fronds that go on the second page. But there's leaves that go here and there. And it's kind of easy to tuck everything in because you know, you can either go under the envelope or under the flower, or pretty easy as long as the three-dimensional tape on the back of the envelope doesn't get in the way. And actually, there's another. Oh, that's a little sticker frond that goes there, like a little pine branch. So anyway, I think this one's really fun. There's one more little flower cluster that goes up top there. And there's a lot of leaves. There is a lot of busyness on this layout. So there's supposed to be a second flower that goes up there. Yeah, there it is. And then a frond, so now the sticker is kind of in the way. There we go. There we go. So the real pale one goes under there too. My goodness, it's really pretty, isn't it? Yeah, lost a leaf someplace. Yeah. So all of the light and dark is kind of balanced all around. And then I get to add some of these wonderful little glitter gems, the Blue Belle glitter gems. I keep on losing things. That's why I'm picking stuff up. I tend to be I start off neat and organized and end up getting kind of messy and chaotic the further along I go. And then it becomes hard to find stuff. Oh, there. See that? The poker tool works really well for that. It's easy to pick them off the sticker page and put them in place. And it also kind of works for the gems. You kind of put the gem where you want and then slide it off the sheet. Still looking for the ones, one set of them. Had some things. It'll show up. Everything always shows up. So here we go. Someplace along the way, yeah, I found it. No telling where it was. So that poker tool, I mean, you can use that or the tweezers, whatever is comfortable for you. The poker tool works. Who knew it was something more than just punching a little hole in the paper. Of course, I'm missing one heart over on the left-hand side. I don't know if I picked up on that or not. So page, layout 2, second page. So this is the right-hand page. And this one's kind of interesting. It's completely different idea than the envelope. So we've got the 4x6 that's going there, and we've got our little tags that go there, and I just realized that they want to use, which I don't know why they want to cut up this pretty tag. I hesitate doing that. But they want you to cut off the top of the tag and put it over there with the blue tag. And I eventually do that. But I just didn't feel like cutting it up right at that moment. Could have been used whole someplace. And I'm not really sure where this tag goes. I think I had an extra tag. Let's see if I go back to the first page, the left-hand page of that. No, I don't really see where that other tag goes to. That's funny. Because normally, I mean, you get extra stickers, but you don't really get extra die cuts that I've run into. So we're going to put some fronds around the tag, so I really need to put the tag in place. And we're going to take the 4-inch, this piece, that's 4x12. And so this is the one that is going to get embossed. And I will tell you, this particular workshop suggests that you use the Spring Blossoms embossing folder, which I managed to not get somehow. So I decided to just use an embossing folder that I had, which by the way, you can use an embossing folder that you had for this, or you can not emboss it at all, actually, and you could just distress it if you wanted to, or you could leave it blank, plain. So this is an optional thing, but I wanted to show you what you can do with an embossing folder that's a little bit different. So instead of just putting a raised design or a design that goes the other way on a piece of paper, then this will make your design just stand out. It will make it, as they say, pop. But it'll really make it stand out. So that's why I wanted to show you. And it's always nice to learn, a technique that you haven't done before. And so, of course, the embossing folders that we have are not 12 inches long. So I put mine there, and now I'm going to scooch it up so that the bottom design matches up with the top design, and it was very easy to do. So easy that I'm turning it around and doing it the other way. Yeah, so I can match up the design from the bottom up. And it probably didn't make any difference because that area is probably going to get covered up by a picture, but you know, why not match things up? Like if you ever did any sewing, you know, you want to match your plaids or your design if you can, but especially plaids. Plaids drive me crazy if they don't match up. So that's what I'm doing here is I'm matching the design. So it's just kind of a continuous piece. Put my handy dandy embosser die cutter away. In someplace, there we go. Pull it out. And there we've got a continuous design. And I mean, this design I think is beautiful anyway. So, you know, the spring blossom is really pretty, but you know, this is nice too. So I'm using this side. You can also use this side. You could use whatever side you wanted to. So I'm going to take, now see, I hadn't even used my Blue Belle ink and half the year is gone. So what a great excuse to use it. So this is how easy it is. But look at the difference it makes. It's almost like magic. Look at that. I mean, that is just so cool. I just wanted to get out the edges a little bit better. Pardon me. You gotta say, that's really cool. So I'm really glad I did that, just because that's not something, if I've done it, it's been a long time ago. And I love the way it looks. So that's going to go there. And these 3x3 holders are going to go on there. So it's going to be 3 of them going down. And I'm just centering them. Giving some space in between them. It's probably like 3/8 of an inch, but it doesn't really matter. And yeah. It's, that was a cool thing. That's what I was thinking. I was deciding whether I should put it on with of course, with embossing, when you put your adhesive on there, you're not going to get the full grip capacity. So I think that's why I decided to go ahead and put it on with the thin foam tape so that it would have really strong holding power. I'm just trying to get it even at the bottom, even at the top. Mostly even from side to side. There we go. So, I mean, that really adds a lot of punch to that side of the page. I mean, it's really, you know, different looking. It's a lot of detail. You know, these pages have a lot of detail on it, a lot of interest. And that's what you want. You know, you want your, you know, I know when I first started scrapbooking and didn't know about Close to My Heart, I mean, I didn't really know about what to do with anything. I think I first learned about scrapbooking with Creative Memories. And Creative Memories was at a time a bunch of years ago where, you know, you didn't put a lot of detail on your pages or a lot of embellishment, some stickers, little stickers. And so I have pages that are, you know, pretty plain compared to this. So this is, you know, it's really more like artwork, I think. I mean, I just think it's really, really pretty with all the detail. And I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, I'm any kind of an artist, because I'm not. Thank goodness for instructions, recipes on how to do things that look pretty. And all of the tools to work with. But I do enjoy having something that I'm really proud of looking at after I finish it. And that's that's what makes it fun, right? I mean, you want to put your pictures on something that is interesting, that makes them look real pretty and kind of make everything stand out. So anyway, don't have to put the picture there. I mean, I could have moved it up a little bit, and now I've got to raise my little gold thing and overlap it, but that looks okay too. So here we go. I'm finally going to put that little tag on. And some things with me, I don't want to do them, so I put it off. So that's what you're seeing me, my brain in action. I didn't want to cut it right off the bat, so what did I do? I put it off to the last minute. That is my life right there. That is my life in a nutshell. Procrastinating on stuff I don't want to do. And then I do it. And it's like, oh, that's really pretty. I could have done that before without a problem. Oh well, what can you say? Lifelong habit. It's not going to change after this many years. So at least I finished what I start now. Didn't used to do that either. And so I'm trying to find a flower. And it looks like this is the flower, but I didn't see that it said to cut a sticker, a flower sticker apart, but that's what I'm doing. Because I didn't have another die cut of a white flower, and so I'm just going to cut the sticker off. Well, and then I decided not to. I decided to let some leaves stick out, because why the heck not? Why the heck not? Anything's better than cutting the pretty sticker apart. We have ladies that can cut all sorts of things apart, including our stamps, and I just can't do that. But there you go. And the cute little blue flower goes there, and looks like some more fronds. They look like they're watercolored. That's what is so cool about them. And then this is just a little, I should have put that tag below the picture rather than going across it. They have it going across, and so I put it going across. I could have put it underneath. Then I wouldn't have had to take the stickum off. I kind of wish I had done that. But if you get the kit, then you can do it, or you can do it this way too. And now it comes time for shooting gems across the table. Boy, are they pretty. They are so pretty. And see, I seem to be having a problem. Now we have some Blue Belle sequins, and you could add sequins to this too if you wanted. And then there's this adorable little tag that goes up top of the pictures there. There's quite a few stickers that are left on the sticker sheet even after page 3 is done. So here we go. I think that I've completed it. I think I've done it. That's the other side of the paper. And there's the layout, all finished. See that if you don't stick that in place, it keeps on flopping out. So I've almost lost it a couple of times. But I'm really happy with this workshop, and I'll be putting the third one together shortly. So thanks for watching. Bye now.